the only comic book adaptation I don't want to know nothing about. I know what happened in the Boys comic, but at the same, but I don't even be spoiled when I be watching the Boys, even though I know what certain stuff happened. But then at the same time, they change certain things in the Boys anyway. But Invincible, I don't want to be knowing nothing. I just want to go in dry.
Real shit, man. Because it's just a simple fact that they keep the story really alive. They the shit that they really change is minor, or they just change it to add more depth to the story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like you're not missing out on shit. You know what I'm saying? If you don't read the comic, either way, you gonna be in for a ride.
Yeah,
like
right.
I'm enjoying the show more than the comic, and that's just me being real.
Cause shit, I'm gonna keep it G though. I already got a little spoiled about like what's to come later on when Mark ran into the bitch from you know what I'm talking about, the bitch that was trying to fuck him or something like that. Yeah. I low key got spoiled on that. I said, damn. I ran to that shit. I said, damn.
The thing about it is, people gotta understand, Viltrumites is built different. You know what I'm saying? They're not human, so we can't really put our human morale onto these aliens. You know
right.
Like they savage. They literally purge their whole planet just to keep the strongest ones alive.
Right. Natural selection.
was literally butchering each other with their fucking hands. Like, come on,
bro. So who worse, Viltrumites or Kryptonians?
You said who?
Viltrumites or Kryptonians? Who worse?
Who's worse? They kind of the same, like the same concept, except the fact that Kryptonians weren't trying to conquer. You know what I'm saying?
Zod was.
Yeah, Zod was, but the Kryptonians themselves, weren't trying to conquer the galaxy. You know what I mean? But Viltrumites, that's their whole point of existence. You know what I'm saying? It's conquest.
Conquering, right? Conquest, right.
So that's, but the thing is, if I was to say who's worse, it would be the Viltrumites. But who's stronger and all that, that's a whole different topic. But anybody who just invading motherfuckers and sun and shit has got to be the worst.
So. Right. Right.
But to get to the topic at hand, I wanted to talk about the top MCU films ranked and our personal ranking of these MCU films.
All right, bet.
The reason why I want to discuss this is because we all know that Phase 5 is about to come up. You know what I'm saying? And we got a lot of things to look forward to. And I've been watching the MCU all week. I've been watching from the beginning. Been watching it from the beginning. So from Iron Man to Incredible Hulk all the way until now, to WandaVision. I didn't start the WandaVision series over, but I did rewatch Endgame. So I wanted to discuss the rankings, and I want to I really want people to know our personal rankings, because everybody already know what the rankings are. I mean, most people do anyway, at least people who follow the MCU. You know what I mean? So it's like I really just want our perspective to be out here. That's the whole reason why I'm doing this.
Okay.
Hey. So what do you say the overall ranking would be? Let's say the top 10. Let's just do the top 10 MCU ranks.
All right.
Either one of us can go first. It's up to you.
All right, man. So my top 10. This is my personal top 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. My personal top 10. I feel like I'm about to say some bullshit. My personal top 10. All right, personal top 10. Number 1. It's gonna have to be Infinity War number 1. Just so the simple fact that, like, Infinity War was a better movie, the better film than Endgame in ways, but like it's just the fact that Infinity War was different because it was actually about the villain. You feel me? It was this was Thanos. This was the Thanos story. It followed him from the beginning all the way until like and see that's bold too. Like a lot of pretty much most superhero villains, the final shot of the movie don't show the villain, like the villain laughing and grinning. You know what I'm saying? Like yeah, that was like, bro. I never forget that in the theater when I seen it in the theater, man. When Thanos sat there and started grinning, and niggas was in the theater salty as fuck. Like you feel me? Like niggas was salty as fuck. Niggas was salty. And then you know how like after they rolled the cast names and then it'd be that mid-credit scene when the cast names rolled and then they seen the Avengers Infinity War, everybody was stopping for a scene. It was like it's about to be another scene. Then they see the credits. Somebody in the back was like, "Oh man, fuck, man!" niggas was salty. This shit was genius though. But yeah, back to the topic. Yeah, number one is Infinity War. Okay, so number two, I'm gonna say Endgame. Now, Endgame was more emotional for me. Well, for me personally, Endgame was more emotional. It wasn't a better film than Infinity War, but it was more. Basically, if you stuck by the MCU for the last 10 years, like I did, like since the very beginning, May 2nd to 2008, it's a very rewarding experience. And like, as I said on Facebook before, you'll be hard pressed to find another theater experience like Endgame. I mean, like, bruh, like I don't think you'll never find that type of experience in Endgame. I'm not going to dwell too much on that though. I got too much to say about it. But all right, now number 3.
Take your time, brother.
Number 3, Captain America: The Winter Soldier. That's still upper echelon Marvel. That's still right.
I do that.
That used to be my number one. The Winter Soldier is considered Marvel's Dark Knight. It's like you took a character like Captain America, and I'm gonna be real with you. When I was younger, I hated that nigga Captain America, especially on Marvel Superheroes, the game.
I still do.
Yeah, I hated that nigga, man. Like the Russo brothers took a old character like Captain America, took him out of the 40s and made him relevant and made him raw. Like on top of that, like I don't know if you know this or not, but they figured out a way. They said they wanted to make Captain America like use his shield more so offensively, and like you see, since Captain America like living in modern time, you see he updated his fighting style, and that's how he will be. I can imagine that's how he will be. It's instead of like the way he was fighting in the 40s, he'll be taking martial arts. You feel me? Gymnastics, all that stuff.
He even stopped carrying a gun.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So and see, the reason why he didn't want to carry a gun because they wanted to make him look more like a defender than an attacker. You feel me? So yeah, man, the Winter Soldier had it all, man. It had action, drama, suspense, and I'm gonna keep it all the way G with you. I slept on the Winter Soldier when it first came out. I didn't see it when it first. I seen it like 2 weeks after it came out. Everybody was like, man, you seen that twist, man? That shit was crazy. I seen that shit, and then it didn't hit me until like maybe about like a couple weeks later after I watched it. Like, damn, that shit really was crazy, bro. Yeah. So, but yeah, man, the Winter Soldier, man, like you be hard pressed. Like that's like I said, that's upper echelon Marvel. Like I think Civil War is up there too, but I'll get to that later. All right, now my number 4 is Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange really, I put Doctor Strange so high because Doctor Strange really, it teaches you a lot of life lessons about, like selflessness. You feel me? Yeah, like even that speech that the Ancient One gave him when she was about to die, and like she slowed down time and seen like the lightning crack in slow motion in the sky, and she was telling him like, yeah, it ain't about you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stop being selfish. That was some real shit, man.
Yeah.
Ain't about you.
That
So
that movie
yeah,
was really slept on for real, man.
yeah, he is really slept on.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because like, and another thing, like he was so selfish to the point where it was like he was like a celebrity doctor to the point where he was turning patients down. Like,
Right.
you feel me? That shit
Right.
grimy for real. Like,
Patients that he could have easily healed though.
yeah, he was turning patients down, and then like, sometimes in life we go through it. Sometimes in life stuff happen. Like, well, you praise your money, you praise this, so I'm gonna take it away from you. So his hands was his money makers, and that was taken away from him. You feel me? So he had to start back from scratch. So Doctor Strange, man, it was like, and plus on top of that, a lot of people, I think that Doctor Strange was like a blend of the Matrix, Inception, and I'm missing one. It's the Matrix, Inception, is something else. I just had it on the top of my head, but yeah, and then like the whole thing about the mirror dimension, man, when everything was all like folded in each other. Oh god damn, that shit was crazy. That was like Inception on fucking. You don't feel me?
Hey yo, I agree wholeheartedly. I like got a whole Inception vibe that entire scene.
Yeah,
I was like, this is fire.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
what else would you imagine? You know what I'm saying? The little, I forgot what he called the damn realm when they like practicing and nobody could get hurt.
The mirror dimension.
Yeah, the mirror dimension.
Yeah.
Like what else would you imagine the mirror dimension to look like? You know what I'm saying?
Like, yeah. But see, and one of the biggest things about Doctor Strange was the final battle. It wasn't even a fight. It was just a troll. Like he trolled that nigga like he was the troll. I can't physically fight him. Fuck it, I'm gonna troll him.
I can't beat him. I'm about to fuck with him.
Right. Because like real shit though, if you got in the room with your worst enemy, and then like you killed that nigga like 10 million times, nigga, that shit will drive you crazy. Like, you feel me? I don't care how much you hate him. It was like, bro, okay, I don't want to do this no more.
Dormammu was salty, bro.
Yeah. So all right, that was my number 4. My number 5, this is gonna be a shocker. Ant-Man.
Yeah, I respect it. I respect that choice, brother.
Because a lot of people don't like, because this is why I say like about the MCU. The MCU got like a lot of like low key shit that people don't pick up on. The thing I fuck with about Ant-Man is it's really about a father trying to do whatever he can to see his daughter. You feel me? Like the nigga Scott got out of jail. He was really like robbing and shit because his daughter, he was trying to help feed his daughter. But like he got out of jail. He was broke. He was so broke. He was up there on the wall trying to count up the little money he had to buy his daughter stuff. You feel me? So, and then the creativity of being, of shrinking people down and, like making the world look the way it did is crazy, bro. Because honestly, shrinking people, that's the type of trope in the movie that can get old real fast. They got creative as fuck with that.
Yeah, especially when you watch like the Doctor Strange film and they go over how there are different dimensions, different verses, different multiverses.
Facts.
And then you get shrunk down to micro size, to the microverse.
Right. Like, facts.
What the fuck?
Facts.
She was stuck here for how long?
Yeah, she was stuck for 20 years, like 30 years.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And to her, it probably was like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Just that thought alone is crazy.
Yeah. So okay, that's my number 5. So my next one is God, I just had it in my head. My next one is Black Panther. Well, that speaks for itself. But that speaks for itself. I mean, like, yo,
brother. What up? What up?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I hear you.
Oh, there.
Just put your mic down a little bit.
Put it down.
Put your mic down on your headphones. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. That's better.
Got
it. Yeah, man. Black Panther speak for itself, man. I mean, like the cultural movement, all the work that was put into the movie. They didn't half-ass them. They didn't throw no bullshit in it, man. I mean, the success speak for itself. And Chad, like, you already know how I feel about Chad. I ain't even gonna do it. But yeah, man. I mean, like, you got these people that, and that's another thing. I'm glad they didn't get no white guy to co-write Black Panther with Ryan. I'm glad they didn't do that. Thank God they didn't do that shit.
I'm actually not like. I'd rather Black Panther be written by someone who is not as experienced. You know what I'm saying? As somebody as like, fuck, give me someone, Ron Howard or something.
Ron Howard, he's not an experienced writer.
But you get somebody who fucking writes better films.
I'd
rather a black person, you know what I mean, who is just now getting on write a script that isn't really that great than to have it written by somebody else. You know what I mean? I'm proud. I'm happy about my man Coogler, you know what I'm saying, getting from this position. You know what I mean? It's you can't really hate, you can't really be mad. I mean, of course, I wanted certain things about the film to be better, but I mean, you know what I mean? You just gotta. It just is what it is. Kind of.
Yeah.
When it comes to Black Panther, I mean, you just gotta accept it for what it is. It came out on my birthday. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a Black Panther fan. Been a Black Panther fan since I was 10. So you know what I'm saying? You gonna have to. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna just take it. You know what I mean? Fuck it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then it seemed like that movie introduced a lot of fake Black Panther fans, a lot of fake MCU fans. Like, I'm like, where y'all niggas come from, man? Niggas know I've been talking that MCU shit before Black Panther. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all just stepped in when y'all see. But anyway, that's another story. It's another story. But yeah, man. I mean, but Black Panther, like, it's like I said, it ain't really too much too much you can say about it. My only criticism about the movie actually was the CGI at points was a little shoddy, especially with the final battle, like a damn PS2 cutscene.
The final battle was supposed to be so much better than that.
Yeah. I like how he threw the knife and Killmonger chest, because the train like break up the vibranium, and then he got on right before it closed back up. I did like that. But other than that though, yeah, that fight could have been a little better. But I'm like, because I remember you said that that Njidaka should have been like the second one's villain. Yeah. But see, he was literally like the only black, because Black Panther don't really have a lot of villains for real. He was the only one that was perfect for Michael B. Jordan and perfect to intro people in. You feel me?
Y'all remember the BET series, right?
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay, so the Black Panther BET series, you know what I mean? I really feel like Coogler should have went with that storyline. If he would have went with that storyline, it would have been perfect to bring Killmonger into the picture, because it already has Klaus, but the only difference is that we wouldn't have had X-Men in the movie. It wouldn't have been no mutants in the movie. It would have just been Klaus, and it would have been dude from Maximus from fucking the Inhumans. They could have, but then again, that would have led to he's a mutant too. So I mean, they could have chopped it up and made it better. But my whole point is they could have took that storyline, made the main antagonist of the film Niganda in their nation. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, just be real. His first film should have been, they should have shown T'Chaka going ham at first. Then they should have shown T'Challa. Because T'Challa is, of course, they're gonna introduce him first in Civil War, of course. But when you give us the first Black Panther film, they already tried to introduce T'Chaka a little bit in the first 5 minutes of the film.
Yeah.
So if they were gonna do, they could have did that, but they could have expounded a little bit more on that and him in the kingdom at a young age and what he was going through at that age, and then fast forward to now, T'Challa being crowned king. You know what I'm saying? They could have did that shit way better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They could have did it way better. That's my opinion. But yeah, they should have took that storyline. They should have went with that storyline, and Killmonger should have been in the second movie.
Yeah, I agree with that. But like I said, Panther don't really have a lot of like official villains. Like what I mean by official villains is, you know how like some people be like sharing villains and stuff. His official, he only got, and plus on top of that, really in the movie he had 3 villains. And only one of them was actually, actually a bad boy. He wasn't really actually bad because Man-8 was in there, who is what's the name? But he clearly wasn't really, that much of a threat. He actually was cool with them in the end. And then you had Nightshade in there. Nightshade, that was the girl that Killmonger killed. Yeah, that's another one. Then Claw really wasn't really. I mean, he was a factor, but he wasn't that much of a factor. You know what I'm saying?
They all died within the first
45 minutes of an hour. Facts. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, like it was helly villain. Shit, hell, even Nakia's supposed to be a villain later on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
and that would have fit perfectly with Niganda being, you know what I'm saying, the main antagonist, because Malice, or Nakia, she was like a freedom fighter. You know what I mean? So so they could have made politics being a reason for her turning into a villain. You know what I mean? And she, they could have made this shit. They could have made it work.
And my last complaint about Black Panther is that they gave all his intelligence, his tech savvy to Shuri. You feel me?
Exactly.
Yeah, he was the fighter and she was the brains. But in reality, he was everything. Everything. he was all.
Both of them were really.
He was the inventor. I mean, Roger. He was the inventor. He was the brain. He was the fighter too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
really in the comic, Shuri was really more of a warrior. Really, if you want to be honest. Shuri was really more of a warrior than T'Challa. T'Challa was really like we said, a nerd for real. He was smart as fuck. He liked to invent shit. He liked to create shit. She was all she was worried about is having to be ready to, take the mantle of Black Panther just in case.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's all she was really worried about. But then, certain shit happened and, the story continues, but that's a different topic for another day.
Yeah, well, let me move on. Let me move on in my list. Now number 6 is Civil War. Now Civil War, aka Avengers 2.5. Civil War was crazy, man. Mm-hmm. But
hey, we gotta discuss that.
Civil War.
Yeah, the Sokovia Accords.
Yeah, Accords. Yeah, bet. Civil War, yeah, man. Civil War was crazy. It's just the fact, like, of course they didn't have the rights to the X-Men then, so they had to switch the shit up. And I don't know, I probably said this on Facebook before, but I don't know if y'all know. If they had, because you know how like in the comics, Spider-Man was like the middleman of everything in the comics. Now, if they got the rights to Spider-Man literally like just in time, right before they started making Civil War. Mm-hmm. So if they wasn't gonna do that, Black Panther would have been the middleman, would have played the Spider-Man role. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he would have been the Spider-Man. But but see, I always say that like the Winter Soldier, Age of Ultron, and Civil War, that's a trilogy within itself because
Ultron was a great villain.
Yeah, Ultron, the movie wasn't good, but Ultron was a good villain.
Man, he was so quotable, bro.
Yeah.
He was up there with Bane, bro, on the quotes, man.
Yeah.
And the fact it was Tony, it just made it even better, in my opinion.
Yeah, but a lot of people complain about that. You know, Hank was the one that made Ultron, but that the movie version of Hank wouldn't match up with Ultron anyway. So
right.
yeah, it wouldn't make sense anyway. So I ain't mad about that.
That's exactly why in the last podcast we discussed, we had said that we have to separate the comics from the movie and from the shows. They two different entities now.
Yes.
Like it's to the point now that we can't even really we shouldn't compare them. You know what I mean? Like it makes no sense to compare them. I mean, you can compare them just to for story's sake, just to be like, damn, this is a good story. They actually stuck to the accuracy a little bit, but besides that, you shouldn't even judge it negatively off of that fact. That's
Facts. So my seventh one is Spider-Man Far From Home. I don't know why niggas get Spider-Man Far From Home flag. Nigga, it is by far the greatest Spider-Man movie ever made. Like, bro, it's like you got and see, this is the thing about the MCU Spider-Man that I've been peeping. I think the signature of the MCU Spider-Man will be crazy twists left and right. Like you think some shit cool, you turn around like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like when I seen Homecoming, you shouldn't have heard the theater when they found out that Vulture was really his crush dad. Ooh, man. And we all thinking it's like, you know, it's like a black dude. Soon as he opened that door, go to prom, Michael Keaton opened up the door. Man, that was like that twist was crazy. But as far From Home goes, Mysterio, GOAT villain, God tier villain. You know why? God tier villain. Dude was Donald Trump. Like dead ass. He dead ass was Trump. All that shit. Even when he quote unquote died, he was like, yeah, people need something to believe in. And nowadays people will believe anything. Fucking facts.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking facts.
Yeah.
People will believe anything.
That was a visually stunning movie as well.
Facts.
Definitely.
Big fucking facts. Fucking facts.
Don't get me wrong though. This is what I'm saying. We can't really compare the shit to the comics because my nigga Mysterio really he really a problem in the comics. You know what I mean? I get that he a master of illusions, but he is bigger than that. My nigga Powers is bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? My nigga ain't just got cameras all over the motherfucking place.
Yeah.
My nigga got powers. He would put them hands on you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's my only issue. But hey, it's the MCU, man.
But you know what? No cap though, because you know Mysterio was originally depicted as a special effects artist. Mm-hmm. But see, the way they did the MCU, it fit. Like he had like a whole production crew going. He was the actor. The other dude was like the producer. The dude that was like doing the drone and shit. Yeah. He was like the producer. He had a cameraman. He had a screenplay person. All that shit. That shit was hard.
Dude, they really did it good. Like they did it good. Like I don't really have a problem with Spider-Man overall. I mean, I kind of feel like I just feel like they should stop with this young shit. Like my man Spidey, my man Spidey is a grown ass.
But no, wait, hold on. That I feel like the MCU Spider-Man was like Spider-Man's the way he's supposed to be depicted because Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, let's face it, nigga was like 35. Nigga was like 35 playing high schooler.
That's the GOAT.
Okay. Tobey was already grown as fuck. And Andrew was already grown as fuck playing Spider-Man. But see, the thing about Andrew, I like his Spider-Man, but I didn't like his Peter Parker because his Peter Parker was way too fucking cool. Way too cool. Way too confident. Like Peter didn't have swag like that. You know what I'm saying?
He was acting like Flash.
Yeah, it's like
it kind of was.
Peter was never the like the pretty boy. That's how they made him the pretty boy, basically. You know what I'm saying? He was never the pretty boy. But as far as Tom goes, Tom is the original kid depiction of Spider-Man. And for what I think I told y'all, from what I heard, I think they're doing 3 Spider-Man trilogies. I think this is about to be the end of one of he in high school. The next trilogy is going to be him in college. Then the next trilogy is going to be grown man Spider-Man with a job, and you know what I'm saying. job and trying to get married to whoever. Yeah,
I just want to see Professor Osborn.
that should be. They should. Well, no, I don't know about this upcoming Spider-Man. I think they gonna do that if they do when he in college. Yeah, Professor. Yeah, they might do that when he in college.
That's what I'm saying. I just want to see Lizard, man. I just want to see. There's a bunch of villains I want to see as Spidey for real. I want to see. I feel, and that is another thing. They kind of did my man Shocker fucked up though.
Shocker was all right, but he wasn't.
They made it into like a posse thing. It wasn't.
Yeah,
it wasn't a villain. It was like he just gave a posse some fucking wrist. You know what I'm saying? Shocker things, and everybody just was getting their ass whooped.
Yeah. He wasn't really like a big factor when it all came down to it.
Man, he used to get on my nerves in the damn video games, bro.
Yeah, he wasn't really that big of a factor. But all right, moving on to my next ones. I'm gonna have to say I say Civil War last. No, Spider-Man last.
This is number 8, right?
It's number 8. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say shit. I'm drawing a blank here. I'm gonna have to say Guardians of the Galaxy just on the simple fact that everybody, and I remember this vividly. Everybody said that was gonna be Marvel's first flop. Everybody. Yeah, like people was up there like, yeah, man, well, they feeling themselves too much. A talking tree and a raccoon, flop. And you know what? You know what's crazy? They already talking about Eternals about the flop. I said, I heard that before.
Heard that before.
Ooh, I heard that one all before.
Real good.
Y'all fall into that trap. Yeah, but Guardians was raw because Guardians was kind of like no cap. It gave me a Star Wars vibe in a way, like new school Star Wars. New school Star Wars. Yeah. The first
great soundtrack too.
Great soundtrack, yeah. The first Guardians was good. The second one was like,
don't do it.
Yeah. No. I'm not saying it was trash. The second one, it was just I didn't really care about the second one that much.
Listen, I'm wait till I go to my list. Go ahead.
Yeah. Now, number 9, y'all might be mad at me. Number 9, Captain America: The First Avenger.
Oh my God,
y'all know.
There's no way that you about to tell me that you about to pick Captain America number 1 over Thor.
Which Thor?
Any of them.
Yes, because I will die on this hill. Captain America: The First Avenger is one of the greatest comic book and most accurate comic book movies of all time.
It was accurate as fuck.
All fucking time. Because everything from his first costume, the World War II what you call that, the theater, the show costume, the World War II costume with the leather jacket, and then his makeshift regular Captain America costume, all the dialogue. I know I get shit from it because I know it sound corny, but it's the greatest, one of the greatest comic book movies ever.
Man. I think I'm just biased. I just don't like Captain America.
Man, when I seen that shit, I was like, yo, this shit is so fucking accurate. Now, number 10 would be, hold on, because I got this shit in my phone. Mm-hmm. Number 10, you know what? I'm going to have to say the first Avengers movie. Because
that's a good choice.
Because the first Avengers movie was revolutionary. Because I've said it too. I said to myself back then in like 2011, I said, you know what? I don't know if this is going to work because y'all know movies with like ensemble cast like that with a whole bunch of usually don't work. Ocean's 11 and stuff like that with like a whole bunch of main characters, ensemble cast, usually it don't work. When we seen that movie, man, I'm saying to myself like at the time, I thought Josh Whedon was a fucking genius. That movie was like, at the time, I felt like he was a fucking genius. It's like, bro, you took all these characters and made them work, and they all had chemistry. And then let's
than fucking Justice League.
But yes, thank you. Yeah.
Can we not compare that?
Yeah. And on top of that, it's like they started some shit because when Hollywood, the industry seen that, everybody like, shit, we gotta make a cinematic universe now. Fuck it. We gotta do fuck it. We gotta that's the reason why y'all got the Godzilla Monsterverse. That's the reason why Universal attempted the dark universe with all like the old school monsters like Frankenstein and Dracula and them.
Yeah.
They started the movement. They think because back in the day, Hollywood was all about like, sequels and how many sequels can you make and shit like that.
Yep.
Now it's about the fucking franchise, nigga. Like, how many can you make a good coherent cinematic universe? That's what it's all about now.
I mean, because at the end of the day, people have to realize, because this is why I say all the time that comic books, graphic novels, and novels are just the best pieces of literature ever.
Yes.
Because we have to understand something. People like Steven Spielberg have been creating universes since they start
writing.
That's why now all of his movies are starting to connect, and that's why they're all fucking. You ever notice that shit?
Yeah.
Like that's what I mean. Like, and there's so many different novels that are out here that have so many like either volumes after it or have a sequel. You know what I mean? So they're like, there's universes that's out here created already. So y'all need to get on board with this shit. Y'all just now getting hip. You know what I'm saying? But y'all need to get on board with this shit because it's out here. And people been on that shit for a long time.
Facts. And y'all know I gotta take my jab at DC, my daily jab at DC. When they was making Justice League Mortal in 2006, 2007, one of the writers and directors said that, and I quote, nobody is interested in team ups. And that is why they are at where they're at right now.
Man, dude, they were not even They're not even trying to consider the Snyderverse. I don't think it's such a great idea either.
I don't think it's a great idea either.
But nigga, it's better than what the fuck y'all putting out here.
Right. Big facts.
Like, what do you mean?
Super facts.
If y'all fans are telling you that they want the Snyderverse and they're not happy with what you have supplied them with, why the fuck would you tell them no?
Right.
Like, that it's like they want to shut down all, you know what I'm saying, production or some shit. It's like
do y'all like money?
Right, like what the fuck? Like, it's weird. So you said your 10?
Yeah, that was my 10, yeah.
All right, I'm about to say my 10. I'm gonna make this quick and I'm about to make it very precise at the same time. My number one favorite film out of all of the MCU is Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's your number one?
Yes.
Damn. I mean, I ain't know. I respect it though. I respect it. But damn, that's the number one?
Yes. Guardians of the Galaxy. Really, you can interchange them between 1 and 2. Because both of them are fucking perfect. And I don't know why people don't think the same reason. I'm about to give you my reasons why. The reasons why I'm going to give this is because one, they introduced each and every one of them perfectly in the first film. They all met just like they met in real life.
Yeah.
Rocket and Groot was bounty hunters. There was a bounty on fucking Peter. They was looking for his ass. Gamora was, you know what I'm saying, was looking for that the artifact, you know what I'm saying, and she ran into Quill, and they ended up becoming a fucking team breaking out of fucking prison.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the thing is, the effects, perfect. The musical score, perfect.
Perfect.
Comedy,
perfect.
Action, fucking perfect.
Perfect.
The casting, fucking perfect. Dave Bautista is the greatest actor out of the WWE, bro. I don't care what nobody says.
Hot takes.
I don't even care what nobody says, bro. Like, this nigga, like The Rock is my nigga. You know what I'm saying? But Batista had me rolling both films, and he had me even before he started getting funny as fuck. When he was serious, when you first meet him, you believed everything that he was saying. He had Gamora up by the throat, nigga. Nobody is fucking with Gamora.
Yeah, he did have her by the throat. Yeah,
come on, man. Listen, the action was perfect, like you said. It was like a updated version of Star Wars.
Yeah, if Star Wars came out today, that would be Guardians of the Galaxy.
Real shit. Yeah. And then you got the second film. You got Ego. You have these niggas battling a fucking planet, bro. They actually put that shit on film and it worked perfectly.
Hey, that nigga Ego was grimy as fuck, low key.
Yeah, dirty as fuck. And they say that the fucking MCU is for kids. Yeah, that whole movie was killing kids, motherfucker.
That nigga said if my kids ain't working out the way I want them, I kill them. You know how fucked up that is? But they told me the MCU was for kids though. They showed kids skulls on the ground. Fuck out of here.
Shit, though. Like, and my second, and listen, my third favorite film in the MCU is, of course, Black Panther. Then it is, then number 4 is Doctor Strange. And we just discussed why why that shit was fire. And after that is Thor Ragnarok.
Hot take.
Yeah.
No, I fuck with it.
Thor Ragnarok, like we said, we can't compare shit to the actual comics, but they did what a lot of people would think wouldn't work. Like, they actually, you know what I'm saying, mixed up 2 stories into one. In Marvel.
Yeah. And see, you know what? I don't hate on Thor Ragnarok, but see, the thing about it, every Taika humor not for everybody. That's the thing. Yeah. Like, yeah, Taika got that humor that only certain people, you feel me? Only certain people would get.
He's a funny motherfucker though.
Yeah, he a funny filmmaker anyway. So yeah.
But I mean, yeah, I understand. I mean, because if you read Thor comic books, Thor he's funny, like he makes me laugh like fuck. But that's not, my humor is just dark though. But Thor is fucking he being grimy ass situations, and he really all about that action. So you know what I mean. Yeah. With all that joking and shit, I do understand why some people don't like it. But
it was
humor, bro.
It was some joking in there, but it's like you still got to look at Hela and like how serious that battle was. I feel like that gets understated because everybody's looking at the humor that was in Ragnarok, but like Hela was like one of the best villains of the MCU to me.
Yeah, that was what I was just about to get to.
And fucking Thor didn't beat her. Like
he said it. He admitted it. She said, "You can't beat me." I know, but he can.
Right. So it's like, to me, it's like,
and we had 2 OP individuals in this film.
Right.
We had Hela and Surtur. Matter of fact, no, that wasn't. Was that Fing Fang Foom?
No, that was Surtur.
I'm talking about the dragon that was chasing Thor in the beginning of the movie.
Oh no! It never was said that was Fing. Oh no, that wasn't Fing Foom. No. That's not to my knowledge.
I'm gonna have to research that. Because I mean, it's just a fucking dragon. I mean, it is fire. That ain't Fing Fang Foom. You right?
Yeah, I was like, I don't think that was Fing Fang Foom.
Right. But
but yeah, one more thing. Don't y'all feel like that? And I probably said this to y'all one time before. I honestly felt like Thor Ragnarok they took the Guardians of the Galaxy aesthetic, cut and pasted, and gave it to Thor. That literally was a Guardians movie. Yeah. Everything about that was Guardians. The colors, the humor, everything.
Jeff Goldblum as
as the Grandmaster. Yeah,
man, bro. Like they had, it was great though. We had a fucking Valkyrie in the film, bro.
Yeah, she
Like
was fine. She was fine as fuck in that movie too.
We heard that they was all dead.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then they show us that, and then they show us hella murking all their asses.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on. And all right, now next on my list. What's that, number 5? I just said number 5, right?
Dude, this is 5.
Yeah, this is 5. Yeah.
All right, this is 5. All right, number 5 is I'm gonna say Iron Man 1.
Respectable.
Yeah, Iron Man 1 was definitely a classic. You can't say shit about Tony going through what he went through. My man really went through he really went through character development in one film.
One movie, right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? My man didn't give a fuck about shit. He rich as fuck. I'm selling my weapons to anybody. The top dollar.
Right. Top bidder. Right.
Who wanna buy? Then this nigga get captured. Fucking really life was on the fucking line. You know what I'm saying? Fucking hole in his fucking chest. A bomb in it. Like,
yeah, right.
Nigga, hey, then he fucking orchestrated his way out of that shit, bro.
Right.
And then he ended up was like, man, I'm about to stop all this shit. I'm about to stop arms dealers. I'm about to stop, you know what I'm saying?
Using weapons to hurt people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm about to stop terrorists. You know what I'm saying? And he did that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he ended up creating the energy that nobody, a whole new energy, bro.
Yeah.
Just to keep himself alive. Man, that shit's dope. That shit was the way they made Iron Man in that movie was dope. To be honest, before Iron Man first came out, I did not fuck with Iron Man like that. I thought of him like Captain America.
The Iron Man is more of like a B-list character though.
Yeah, and I thought of him like Batman for real. Like, yeah, he's just another rich motherfucker.
He basically the same person.
Right, like,
only difference is Tony don't know how to fight for real, like outside the suit. he not that big of a fighter.
Yeah, the thing about it is he worked. The thing about Tony, and the thing I respect about Tony is that even in the MCU and in the comic books, is that man definitely grew. He matured.
Yeah, he did.
He definitely did some soul searching, and he like progressed himself as an individual and as a hero.
Right.
And he was always there for the world and for the team.
Right.
Like, it didn't matter what the fuck was happening. He had some type of contingency plan in place, or he was able to come up with something on the spot. You know what I'm saying? To fucking counter whatever was going on.
Yeah.
And that's something you got to respect about Tony.
And you know, Tony, you peep Tony throughout the MCU. He had 2 story arcs. The one from Iron Man 1 to Iron Man 3. The man who came out of the cave and turned his life around. Now, from Age of Ultron up to Endgame, that was the Tony Stark that said, I'm just trying to put a shield of armor over the world. You know, that was his second story arc. And then it happened what happened at the end of Endgame.
We got to talk about the Sokovia Accord. Do y'all feel like the world was right to try to put the Avengers on the, you know what I'm saying, on
and no.
On restrictions?
Yes and no.
I actually think that they was correct in doing that. And you know why I think they was correct in doing that? And it is all fucking Captain America's fault.
Here we fucking go.
Listen, I'm about to tell you, it was all Captain America's fault. It really was all their fault. But he's the leader, so he's gonna take the blame. Like, this is my whole thing. The entire situation that happened in Sokovia, you know what I'm saying, could have been prevented. You know this. You know what I'm saying? Because if Ultron wasn't created, you know, that, and really
that would never happen.
It really was Tony's fault too, a lot of it, but
yeah,
it was really Captain America's fault only because he just wasn't trying to be fucking controlled. He just didn't trust the government.
Yes, but his experiences in Winter Soldier made him not want to fuck with the government.
Exactly, which is understandable. But you as a leader should understand why they're trying to do this. Because listen, the entire in the beginning of the fucking film of Civil War, they were simply just fighting like some fucking local terrorists or some shit. You know what I'm saying? But they blew up half of Wakanda for real.
Yeah, well, that was kind of Wanda's fault too.
That's what I'm saying. But it's like still, it's the Avengers though. It's their fault. They blew up half of the public of Wakanda, the public part of Wakanda.
And then when Hulk fought Tony in the Hulk Buster, that was another destructive moment.
and then because of that whole situation with Ultron, bro, they destroyed they destroyed half a country.
Alexa, turn on the light. My bad. Go ahead.
Bro, they fucking destroyed half of the country, bro. Not half, but a quarter of that motherfucker. A big portion of it.
Yeah.
Off of that shit. And then they walked away like nothing happened.
Right.
They went to go take showers, went to go smoke a blunt, did all type of shit. And Sokovia just everybody under gravel and shit.
I feel that, but like I just feel like the government really didn't have the world's best interests at heart. Specifically like the US government, because it was like you just gonna fuck up the shit that we want you to fuck up. You know what I'm saying? That
right. Yeah.
So it's like,
Alexa, turn off the light.
You fucked either way, it seemed like.
Yeah. Because I mean, it's tough to, I guess, control superpowered individuals.
Mm-hmm.
You can't really control them.
Because like a motherfucker that don't know his strength just punch you through a wall. and now some pizza shop owner got to pay insurance.
Yeah. I don't think that Thunderbolt Ross should be the one giving the accords, but I do feel like there should be some accords in place, motherfucker. Like y'all need some type of something.
Oh, and Marcus, there's a whole comic book series that came out years ago called Marvel Damage Control, and it's the whole comic is about the government and other people pissed off because all the damage superheroes cause. Somebody got to pay for this shit.
They did that right though, like they did the entire like Civil War movie, like they did it right because the Age of Ultron and then the Civil War movie, because you got to think about it. The Hulk destroyed a city in Africa.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like this just happened right before, and then the Hulk when they little fighters up in the sky when he was fighting Loki, when Loki was caught up or whatever and did his damage, he destroyed a big ass portion of land and property too when he crashed and hit the ground. And then the Hulk crashed too. But it's just like they was doing too much damage. They were destroying everything and was just walking away like, I'm not even gonna help pick this up.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? Like, I get it, but I definitely understand. I wouldn't be taking no damn orders from Thunderbolt Ross. That nigga, I wouldn't say has your best interests at heart either.
No, I don't trust that nigga.
Going back to Iron Man, just real quick, like I feel like they could teach a college course on his character development.
Yes, sir.
MCU.
Yes, sir.
It's just like
definitely.
It's so many life lessons and just beautiful writing in that shit and his quotes over the history of it. Man.
Like, it's definitely Robert Downey Jr.'s greatest role ever.
Greatest role, yeah. And do y'all notice that like Steve and Tony's arcs literally like kind of like went in different directions? Steve was a government guy. He was always pro army, pro government. But then by the time we got the Civil War, no. By the time we got the Winter Soldier, he looking at government like, no, hell no, fuck the government. Mm-hmm, but then Tony started off as fuck the government. I do whatever the fuck I want. And then then when the shit started going down, he all like, no, we got to be put in check, man. We got to talk to the government about this. Ain't that crazy?
Yeah.
Beautiful writing, man.
You got to think about it. It's just so crazy, bro, man. He he just seemed like he was never. He just also seemed like he was never in check. Period. Either you got to understand, he was doing whatever the fuck he wanted.
Yeah.
True.
So he kind of felt that probably was kind of like, really for a personal thing for him. You know what I mean? He probably didn't even feel that way about the Avengers, like the Avengers really needed to be checked. He probably just was thinking that himself. He was creating shit that could destroy. He could create something that could destroy the planet. He could kill everybody on the planet if he wanted. That's how advanced my nigga's tech is. So he was just like, man, we need to get put in check for it.
Shit, the Ultron Army couldn't have went full Skynet on everybody though. That could have just on Terminator shit.
Man, my point, like they needed. They
Ultron was just, when you look back on it, that was a bad judgment call.
He said that was the bad judgment call. I like that. The bad judgment call.
It's like you have this power, and it's like, how do you use it? How do you navigate it? Do you build this robot army and just build a bunch of Terminators and try to like program them to be perfect all the time? I mean, it sounds good on paper, but it's like, man, that went left.
When you got individuals, when you got villains at your neck like MODOK and Hammer Tech, nigga, and fucking all these individuals who are good at tech and hacking and shit, that are your fucking enemy. Come on, bro. Whiplash. This nigga created the same energy signature that Iron Man did for his suit.
But see, this is the thing about the Iron Man villains I know it's in the MCU. Either them niggas like disgruntled employees, haters, disgruntled businessmen, and 9 times out of 10 they gonna steal his tech and do something wild with it. Like Whiplash, like you said. Whiplash basically swag jack his tech and made his own shit. Nigga, right. Swag check the fuck out of that shit.
Real shit though, man. Was cutting shit in half, nigga.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Cause shit, Obadiah stole his whole arc reactor swag and made a bigger suit. It had flaws in it, but still.
All right, wait, okay. Number 7.
Six.
Number 6, Thor, Dark World.
This is you trolling now. You trolling now. This nigga trolling. He out here throwing out possibly the worst MCU movie.
I'm about to tell you why.
You need to check that blunt.
I'm about to tell you why.
You need to check that blunt.
His blunt laced with fentanyl.
I'm about to tell you why. So the reason why I say that Thor Dark World is number 6. Because Malekith is a great villain. That's number 1.
Yeah.
He's a great villain. 2, do you understand? Do y'all really like understand like how sinister this man was to succeed at what he was trying to accomplish? This man, Malekith, for one, he destroyed his whole planet. He destroyed all his people just to destroy a piece of Odin's army. No, not Odin, Bor's army. Bor, not Odin, Bor. That's how old he is. Nigga, he was working with Odin's daddy, nigga. And then he came back to Odin's time and fucking took the ether from out. Come on, bro. He took the ether, which we end up understanding is an Infinity Stone. You know what I'm saying? And he ends up getting that, making Thor go out his way for everything. You know, that's probably not Thor's best. I'm not gonna say it's probably not Thor's best adaptation. Like I ain't really like his performance that much. But overall, as a film and for Malekith and the Dark Elves and things of that nature, yeah, I definitely enjoyed the film. I feel like there was things that could have been better, of course, but it wasn't. I mean, everything after 5 for me in the MCU. I mean, Endgame and Infinity War, I really think that shit is by default. I just didn't name those because
Yeah,
those
respectable.
are like
Respectable.
You know what I mean? But all the other MCU films, you know what I mean? But after 5, the ones I just named, to me, they're just okay. They're not great. You know what I mean? So that's why, Dark World is 6. So now 7 is gonna be 7 is gonna be it's probably gonna be Iron Man 2.
Oh my God.
No, it's not. It's Civil War.
Okay. Okay.
It's Civil War. Civil War, we all know because that was introduction to Black Panther.
Yeah.
And that was probably the best part of the film, in my opinion. Was and then the fight when they all fought at the airport and shit was cool. The introduction to Spidey.
Yeah.
Those little moments definitely were memorable for me.
Yeah.
And 8 is gonna be it's gonna be Iron Man 2. And 9 is gonna be Captain America. Winter Soldier. I'm sorry, bro. I just can't fuck with Captain America like that.
Hey man, Steve ain't for everybody, man.
and 10, even though some people don't consider it a part of the MCU, it will be the Incredible Hulk.
It's a slept on film though.
I really would put it higher than all those last 3 films I just named, but I'm just gonna put it at 10.
Have you seen the deleted scene, right? Of Incredible Hulk? Yeah, where he tried to kill himself and he broke the ice up. Yeah, I don't know why they cut that out.
Bro, that was perfect to introduce Captain America, nigga.
Yeah, I don't know what they did, why they cut that out.
Yeah. I don't get what they beef is with the Hulk. I don't know what their beef is.
Yeah, Incredible Hulk, like it's the bastard child of the MCU, but like it couldn't have been.
Xanadu's version of the Hulk was not that bad. The movie was long as fuck, but it was still good.
Yeah, but Ang Lee, well, Ang Lee's the same person who made Brokeback Mountain, but he made when he made Hulk. Listen, man, that version, that's a 2003 Hulk. That Hulk was like, he looked at too Shrek-ish. It's like Hulk was like, well, he was like fucking like 15 feet tall and shit.
Bro, big as fuck.
Yeah, it's like Hulk really supposed to be like the way he look in Avengers. Like he's supposed to be like more closer to a human size, like 8, maybe 9 feet tall.
Man, listen here. When you think of the goddamn Hulk, you ain't thinking about this nigga being the size of Shaq. You thinking of him being the size of the hoop. Like man, big as fuck, nigga. Like nigga.
Right. Yeah, Incredible Hulk, man. Like, you know what? That's the one movie I haven't like went back and watched a lot. But from when I remember, there was a few things in there. You had like the Stark Industries connection, and you had the really the whole thing was about them recreating the super soldier serum. And it's like, honestly, I'm gonna be keeping all the way G with you. That's something they could have brought up in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Since we talking about remaking super soldier serum, that's something they couldn't brought up. But, yeah.
I mean, they was like kind of like implying it in a way because they was trying to destroy the vials or whatever, the last serum vials, that shit. And then one of them, like of course Walker got some of it.
Yeah.
He's still out here. They gonna experiment on that nigga too.
Yeah.
Abomination was tough.
Huh?
Abomination was tough.
Man, that nigga, he ain't dead.
Yeah, he ain't dead. Yeah. That nigga been hiding for like fucking 12 years and shit. He ain't
Man,
dead.
bro.
Hold on.
Come on,
The,
man.
the leader, his head was growing, expanded and shit. Like he's still alive out here. Yeah, he been around.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they could do so much, man. They can give us. I really hope when they come out with the She-Hulk series, I really hope that they like expand on the gamma radiation and like the Samson. Dude, Samson was in the Incredible Hulk movie too. He was dating Betty.
Yeah, right.
He was dating Betty. So you know what I'm saying? They have the people in the MCU. They have them in there.
Yeah.
Like, just expand on that. That's all I want. Just expand on
it. And just like how I said on Facebook, like everybody think. Yeah, everybody think Mark is just like, you know, Mark Hoke is like the definitive. No, I like Mark. It's just that, like, you know, when they put Mark in, everybody literally forgot about Ed Norton. Like they made like one little reference to the Incredible Hulk, like the first Avengers, where Mark said, yeah, I went up to the Arctic and I put a bullet in my mouth and the big guy spit it out. That's the only reference, and that was a deleted scene. You know, yeah, that was a deleted scene. And so it's like a lot of people didn't even know what he was talking about if you didn't see the deleted scene. That's the thing, man. Like, bro,
that DVD, bro.
Right. That's the thing, man. Like, Universal hogging the Hulk rights. Like, Mark I just want to see one solo Hulk movie with Mark. Just one. Just one. That's all I need, man.
Right.
That's all I need.
Right. One solo film, bro.
That's all he need is one solo.
And that's what I'm saying. Damn, She-Hulk getting a series before my nigga get a movie, man.
Yeah. And plus on top of that, now since he can control being the Hulk, they can do a thing where, like, because I swear there was something in the comics where Hulk and Banner became two separate people, like two separate beings. I swear that happened in the comics one time.
That shit happens all the time. That's why, like, it's happening right now, but right now is more on a different level. Like, he really dead. Like, I can't explain it. I would talk about the Motorhole series a different time.
No Ant-Man in your top 10 though?
No.
I had Ant-Man in my top though.
Tough.
I like the Ant-Man film. Don't get me wrong. I just, you know, for me, you know, Yellow Jacket, nah. You know what I'm saying?
Yellow Jacket was alright. He just
he didn't impress me.
That's probably, as of right now, that's probably my favorite solo, you know, arc going.
Yes,
I respect it and I understand why people, you know, why, because me and Terrell, we discussed this helly times before. Just the fact that the Ant-Man is a C-list character and they made the films decent is powerful enough for me. Don't get me wrong, everything else about the film was great. Like Hank Pym shrinking the goddamn building and having it as a briefcase, like that shit was fire.
Yeah, shit was
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, man, this nigga flexing. But no, I just personally, Yellow Jacket wasn't my favorite. And the same thing with the second Ant-Man film, Rafe. I mean, what's her name?
Ghost.
Yeah, Ghost.
Yeah,
that really wasn't.
I can see that. That wasn't really a great.
Yeah, Ghost. Like I said before, Ghost is really an Iron Man villain. He was a guy in the comics.
Exactly.
He was a dude in the comics.
They changed the gender and everything. That's not the problem, though. I just didn't enjoy her.
I mean,
because, like, let's be real, they can't fight her. Their skill set is nothing. She can phase through stuff. What shrinking gonna do to her? they can't do shit to her.
She can rip out your neck if she want.
Right.
Just thinking about it though, like, I think I'm kind of I got a bias towards like the more visually impressive movies, because like I'm like, I'll probably have Captain Marvel at the bottom of my top 10, probably number 10, number 9.
That's another thing.
That shit is number 25. That shit number 24, 25. That's why,
look, nigga. Now, Captain Marvel, there's nothing wrong with Captain Marvel necessarily. Like,
I mean,
I just didn't like who they had to play her.
Me neither.
I don't think that she just. I don't think Carol is a B word in the comic books. She's not likable in the comics either.
Yeah,
but
she's a total bitch.
Yeah, but the woman, what's her name, Brie Larson.
Brie Larson, yeah.
I don't think that was the role for her.
I like her as an actress. Actually, she's actually a solid actress. But as far as Captain Marvel goes,
she could have played Gamora for all I gave a fuck. But I think that the woman that played Gamora did a better job, though. Not Gamora. I'm sorry. I'm talking about Nebula. Sorry.
They really squeezed all the juice out of her being a woman, and the whole thing.
They squeezed the juice.
I mean, they showed that baseball clip of her falling like 7 times throughout the movie. I swear, and I'm like, okay, I get it, and they should have. It makes sense, But I'm just like, the story of the film was pretty basic, but she was raw and the visuals was raw. So I'm like, man, this is a decent movie, man. At the end of the day, this is a decent movie.
They squeezed the juice of the feminist and the 90s stuff, man. I mean, that was, the 90s nostalgia was at a all time high at that point. It's like, damn, the bitch fell into a blockbuster. They ain't gonna get no more 90s than that. A fucking blockbuster.
When it came to the Captain Marvel, though, like, I just feel like they should have added more. I mean, that's what I'm saying. For me, it's kind of like, because Captain Marvel is a combatant. You know what I mean? She about that work.
Yeah,
like she can fight. Like she has a certain, she just has a certain thing about her. You know what I mean? And they just did not give us that in the movie. Like, they gave us a bunch of standing still, holding my fist closed. You know what I'm saying? And like this, you know what I'm saying? And power ups and shit, and you know what I mean, going binary, but they didn't show us. They didn't show us her actually working though. Like, she was stiff as fuck. Like, she just, and then kept on doing those little scoff smirks and shit. Like,
yeah.
Somebody said that. Oh, my bad. Go ahead, Marcus.
Like, it that kind of thing to me is kind of like what you said earlier. Like, we can't really get these characters the way they are in the comics. Like, you really can't get like a Venom for real.
Right.
You can't get Wolverine for real. You can't get Joker for real. So it's like,
hey, they gave us a good enough Wolverine. He did he did an exceptional job playing Wolverine.
I mean, I'll give you that.
I can't see nobody else but Hugh playing Wolverine at this point. But yeah,
I mean, I could see somebody playing Wolverine if they wear his old school costume and cover his face.
You talking about the blue and yellow or the brown and orange?
Either one, both of them. Nigga, but I'm really talking about the blue and yellow joint. You know what I'm saying? Put that mask on, man. Niggas you don't even got to know who it is. But no, real shit though. I know that my top 10, you know what I'm saying, is definitely different than everybody else's, but in my opinion, the MCU has been a great universe, but it's not like the greatest thing walking, in my opinion. I feel like the shit can be done so much better. I'm glad somebody attempted it and pushed the idea out here that it can be done, definitely. So now universes that are out here that, in my opinion, are better can definitely be, can take a crack at it.
Yeah.
And we don't have, and there is like a big ass stream and like big wave of like superhero shit being pushed out into the goddamn world right now.
Yeah, like nigga, it's a storm of it now. Like dead ass.
Yeah.
It's a storm of content now.
You know, it's crazy, but I know that I know that we ain't gonna get none for a while though. Like a lot of the shit that we have now, like Jupiter's Legacy and
Boys,
Boys, you know what I'm saying?
Invincible.
All of them is out, and we ain't getting nothing new from them for a while.
Yeah, boys. They filming the third season, but the third season it ain't coming out until like next year though.
Yeah, like
I don't expect it. I don't expect it to drop this year. They ain't coming out till like sometime next year.
We gonna have films coming out. We got Black Widow that's about to come out.
Yeah, Black Widow dropping July. Like, bro, Marvel legit about to drop 4 movies in like 6 months, dude. This shit is crazy. Black Widow July, Shang-Chi September, Eternals November, Spider-Man 3 December. 4 movies in like 6 months. That shit is crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy as fuck.
That's unprecedented. But like the pandemic fucked everything up, and that's why they gotta do it like that. But still, 4 movies is insane.
Man, the thing people gotta understand is that a lot of the hype that Marvel is getting is because the consistency.
Yeah.
Like that's why in most genres in different areas, people hype up that person who gives up consistency. Hence, fucking Drake.
Well,
like he's consistent in his bullshit. So
yeah,
niggas fucking gonna like this nigga for 10 fucking years.
Pop star ass nigga.
You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But that's my point though. Like,
I mean, do you think that the MCU can get better based off of, I guess, what we saw from WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier? Because I saw some stuff that, like, with the show format, they was able to like expound on different things and like really give you like what the Flag Smashers was about, why they was fighting, what the whole WandaVision concept was, and really give you that story and not have to rush it into 90 minutes, 200 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think that they actually made that. You actually bring up a good ass point because I was thinking about that too. Thinking about would Marvel actually be better off doing some characters in show form? You know what I'm saying? And
you wouldn't be able to do WandaVision as a film. That's the one thing that TV shows got over movies. You get enough time to tell a story over like a series of weeks or a series of years. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, man. You don't want to, just like you said, Marcus. You don't want to like crush a whole bunch of shit into one film. Then that's how films be mediocre and subpar because you missing a lot of dialogue or missing a lot of motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, story just because the writer and director tried to smash so much into
Justice League.
Yeah.
I hate to say it because I really wanted, and I still like the movie, but
everybody wanted the shit to be great. We all wanted it to be great.
And like, bro, I'm a Marvel guy and I wanted Justice League to be great.
Listen, I wanted the shit to be great, man. Soups is the GOAT, nigga. Superman is the GOAT.
Yeah.
GOAT. Y'all gotta accept it.
He the pop GOAT. He pop GOAT.
You hating on my nigga, man.
I'm just saying what is he in this? What is he, like 1 in 3 in the DC EU?
Man, listen.
He said he 1 in 3. Hell no.
I'ma say no. He killed Zod.
1. He killed that big ass.
He fucked up Steppenwolf too. He's son Steppenwolf. That's not even a fucking
man. The way they did Steppenwolf was fucked up. Though.
They fucked Steppenwolf all the way up.
Hey, real shit. Steppenwolf wasn't even that damn bad. The nigga was just trying to go home, and this like, bro, I felt sorry for Steppenwolf after a while. I'm like, he just wanted to go to the house, man.
Mother.
Like, yeah, mother. Yeah. It's like, oh, he just wanted to go to the house, and then he got his head cut off. Man, that's some bullshit.
They did him like Red from Friday.
You're right.
But one thing about that, just the Snyder cut, though, I kind of feel like even in the cuts that Snyder did, some of that shit was like, why the fuck did you do this again? Like prime example. I understand what he was trying to do in the apocalyptic scene with, Deathstroke and fucking Joker and Harley and everybody in the fucking scene. I know what he was trying to do. I get it. But it led to nothing. You didn't even show us what the fuck. You didn't show fucking Flash go in time. You didn't show fucking Soups beat nobody ass or nothing, or nobody engaged. You know what I'm saying? You ain't show nothing.
Right.
You just show Batman and fucking Joker threaten each other.
They got into a pissing contest.
Right. Fucking arguing about Robin and shit. Like, what? Dude, are y'all was just talking about how Superman will fucking find y'all. You was just telling us that Superman will fucking find y'all.
And y'all just out here just shooting the shit.
In the middle of nowhere arguing.
Right. Right. Superman gonna hear that shit so quick.
Like that's just my thing. Like I understood what they were trying to do, but it kind of irritated me because I'm like, okay, why are you not? Where is this going? Why did y'all just show us that dialogue? Like,
did y'all know that Snyder filmed that shit in his backyard? I'm not even exaggerating. He made that shit in the house. They went to the house, put up a green screen, and brought some props in, and just did dope. It. That is dope, though. It is dope.
That's what you can do when you a goddamn highly acclaimed film director.
Right. Made that shit at the house.
Yeah, I got some equipment at the house. You don't even gotta worry about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but see, my problem, just like I said before, man, the biggest problem with the Snyderverse is this nigga literally tried to do everything what Marvel did in like a matter of like 4-5 movies. It's like, bro, it's not like 4 movies. Like, bro, it's not even gonna work out like that. You so basically you was trying to do Death of Superman, Justice League, and Injustice, basically Injustice, and Flashpoint in like 5 movies.
Bro, you know what's funny? Niggas got excited as fuck when they found out that the Snyder Cut was about to be 4 hours.
I wasn't excited about that shit.
I didn't get excited about that shit.
No.
I'm like, what the fuck? I gotta sit through 4 hours of this shit?
Yeah, man. It's like, bro, that's a chore, man. Like, Endgame was 3 hours, but it was worth it. But 4 hours, come on.
3 hours.
Yeah. Like, come on, man.
King Kong ain't keep me it kept me entertained, but y'all ain't King Kong.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't got no dinosaurs and shit, man. What the fuck y'all fucking talking and shit? I ain't trying to hear humans talk for 4 hours.
Yeah, I started watching that shit at like 6 o'clock, man. I felt like man, I ain't get up from that couch until like 10 something. I'm all like, man, god damn, this shit over with.
As soon as that shit went off, bro, I went to sleep.
He said I went to sleep soon that shit went off.
I had a lunch break during that movie.
Yeah, right.
I had to pause it, go eat lunch.
He said I had a lunch break.
Hey, I just posted that. I just posted the podcast too, y'all. So
I seen it.
Definitely, y'all. Man, I appreciate y'all for doing this shit too. It's late as hell. Y'all.
Hey, no cat, no, hey man, no problem, bro. Like, hey, I just woke up, nigga. I'm gonna be up all motherfucking night now. Woke up at 11:30. I said, shit, I ain't going back to bed until like 6 o'clock. God damn it.
I know my man's Marcus just got off work, man, so he about to go and unwind, man. Go ahead and relax, brother.
Yeah, for sure.
Hell
Give
yeah.
me a little drink.
About to eat the rest of this quesadilla right quick.
Oh yeah, me and this nigga Terrell, we took an early motherfucking nap, so I'm about to be up for a second. I'm about to eat. You know what I'm saying? I was just watching Mulan before this shit started, so I'm about to finish watching that. You know, this is the second watch. I'm gonna talk about that too.
You talking about the remake, right?
Yeah, the remake.
I heard that shit was trash, but
no, bro. Hey, listen, Jason Lee, bro. I love this nigga as an actor, bro. I don't know what it is about that nigga, but he be killing his roles, man. Jason Lee, the dude that played Bruce Lee and shit.
Oh yeah. I gotta check. Oh, he in there. I gotta check that shit out now.
Man, he played Mowgli. Man, he done played Bruce Lee. Nigga, this nigga was in the sequel to Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Oh, word? Oh, I didn't know that.
Man, yeah. I don't know if it's still on Netflix, but you can find that shit somewhere. And if you can't, man, just let me know, and I'll send you a link. You know what I'm saying? You can watch it elsewhere.
Okay, cool. Bet.
Yeah, man, that's a bet, man. But I appreciate y'all for being on this podcast with me, man.
Anytime, my brother. Anytime.
Definitely, man. Y'all go ahead and get some rest, man. Go unwind, man. I'm gonna hit y'all tomorrow.
All right, bet. Yeah. Be safe, y'all.
Big time, man. Peace.
Yep.